Remarkably, it has been 7 months since Stephen Paddock murdered 58 people and injured hundreds more in his rampage, the largest in modern American history, in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Now Vegas police have finally today released body cam footage from that night. The newly released tapes include footage of police walking through Paddock's hotel room, some of them walking past the hotel food cart that he used to monitor the hallway. Chad Jenkins is a former FBI special agent. He joins us tonight for Perspective. Chad, thanks for coming on. Why now, and what does this mean?
Well, Tucker, that's a great question. We don't know why it has taken this long. I know it went through the court system. The courts were very quick to go ahead and tell the police department that they had to release the information. I think where I'm concerned is we're seeing this trend throughout local, state, federal government, where there's a moral superiority of our government thinking that they can limit the American people what they're entitled to view and not to view, and that's really not to the police department's purview to make that decision.
But here you have what they're saying is a single shooter crime in which the perpetrator is dead. So what could possibly be the justification for keeping anything secret in an investigation whose outcome is already known?
You're absolutely right. And I think in this specific instance, we see that being exploited by our government, and we see that across the board. Even from my former FBI days, some of the classification, I think it's nonsense to have all of this classification, and then what that limits is the truth being known for the American public. And we'll never see the truth in all of the information that the American public should be privy to.
Of course, and it gives rise to suspicion and to alternative theories of the case, and it makes people dislike and distrust their government. Do we have any sense of motive here? I mean, people don't do things like this for no reason. Do we know why he did?
Well, Sheriff Lombardo, he keeps on referencing that the release of this footage will go ahead and could further traumatize the victims and the families of the fallen on October 1st. I understand that. I can see from that vantage point that releasing this footage, the body cam footage, could cause further triggers, significant triggers for the victims and for the fallen family members of the fallen. But however, you know, I'm a combat veteran who's experienced multiple combat traumas, and actually one of my traumas that I did have the ability to view the footage helped in my closure. After reviewing that video footage, it helped in the healing process. So it's not up to our government to make that decision. It's up to the individual person. I'm not saying it will happen in every case, but it could help in the closure of this horrific event and allow for them to make the decision if they want to view it or not to view it.
You know what causes trauma and inhibits closure is the suspicion that people are lying to you and that you don't really know what happened and why. And that's where we are now, unfortunately. Thanks for joining us, Chad. I appreciate it. Nice to talk to you.